guy. Boy, am I a whore for analytics. That's how I chose to start this video. Once a year, the great gods of Spotify release your year in music, right after edging you on Twitter for a week. And once a year, Spotify reminds me that despite my efforts to explore new artists, try out new genres, and generally expand my music tastes, at my core, I am still just a basic white guy. As one of my friends put it when I posted my Wrapped on Instagram, shameful and dweeby. That was a great pick-me-up. It's stuff like that keeps me going. But it's true. My top 5 musicians of the year are all super basic white guy artists. And it includes an interesting subsection, super basic white guy artists from New Jersey. Because 2 of my top 5 artists of the year are Bruce Springsteen and Bleachers. The only way I could get more basic white guy than that is if, like, the Beatles were on there. And they are, and they have been. The Beatles have been in my top 5 artists since Spotify Wrapped of 2016. They were my #1 artist all throughout high school. And back then, I had a 5-hour-long Beatles playlist that I always had on repeat, which, fun fact, was why nobody ever wanted to carpool with me. But joke's on them, because they robbed themselves of a joyride in my stallion of a vehicle. A 20-year-old Subaru Outback that I bought for $600 and which already had 300,000 miles on it. But back to the top artists, you know what else is super basic white guy? Some random folk artist singing about working in the countryside and trucks and stuff. And I have that too. Tyler Childers. I only know 3 of his songs, really, and somehow he's my #4 artist. I really like the song Feathered Indians, but good God in heaven, I listened to that song enough times to single-handedly put this guy on the list. Feathered Indians, by the way, #3 song of the year. And now, in showing you the other 4 of my top 5 songs of the year, I'm showing you my #1 artist and, most likely, a problem. My #1 song is Some Might Say, live from Nebworth, and then my #2 song is Don't Look Back in Anger, live from Nebworth. Now check this out, this made me think about things. My #4 song of the year is also Don't Look Back in Anger. That sucks. But you know what sucks even more? My #5 song is also Some Might Say. My top 5 songs are 3 songs. And by the way, a 3rd version of Don't Look Back in Anger is in my top 10. And my #1 song, that specific version of Some Might Say, I am within its top 0.001% of listeners. So obviously, my #1 artist of the year was Oasis. But check this out. I only really started my Oasis phase in August. I only had 5 real months to listen to them. Still, somehow, I managed to be within their top 0.05% of listeners. 6,310 minutes. I listened to almost 4.5 full days of 2 brothers using music to try and hide how much they hate each other. So yeah, top 5 artists: Oasis, The Beatles, Bleachers, Tyler Childers, Bruce Springsteen, all white guys with guitars. Cool. And my top 5 songs are 3 songs. Also super cool. 36,000 total minutes, about 2,500 songs, about 1,000 total artists. Not bad. I went through some weird phases too. First notable phase was in May when I went through my psychedelic slow dance classic rock phase, which is incredibly specific, but it's just the type of music I like, folks. Walk up to me in the street and say, "Hey, what kind of music do you like, Doug?" And I would turn around and not ask your name or anything and not find your abrupt conversation opener strange at all and simply say, psychedelic, slow dance, classic rock. At least in May, I would have, apparently. Now, September is when I got super into Oasis. So as you can probably predict, my vibe for that month was, say it with me, surf crush permanent wave Britpop. My August is the real interesting phase. Pink Pilates princess strut pop. A lot of Chappell Roan, a lot of Beyonce, apparently. And I didn't look it up, but I think August was when she released that country album that was okay. So that's my Wrapped for this year. But what could I do for my Wrapped for next year? Big overall goal for next year is for my top 5 songs to be 5 different songs. I think that's an admirable goal. I think it's achievable. God, I hope it's achievable. My top 5 artists for this year are cool, but maybe next year my top 5 artists will be a little bit more varied than white guy with guitar, white guy with guitar, white guy with guitar, white guys with guitars, and a different group of white guys with guitars. As eclectic as that list is, maybe a little bit different next year. But to streamline it all, my main goal for next year is to throw more variety into my listening habits so that my 2025 Spotify Wrapped isn't, as a close personal friend of mine said for no reason out of the blue, shameful, dweeby, and white. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed going through my Spotify Wrapped much more than I did when I saw it for the first time. It's absolutely a wake-up call, and one that I'll ignore. Subscribe, because I do a new video every week. It's not just this one, there's gonna be more. Also, like and comment and stuff, and also, bye.